Hey guys, welcome back to L&D Home. In today's video, we are going to be doing some home projects as well as some speed organization and some speed cleaning. We have a lot to get done today, so let's go ahead and jump right on in. Starting in our hall closet where all of our toiletries and towels and stuff go. And I have been wanting to tackle this for a while. I did organize this and declutter it probably last year sometime. If I can find that video, I will link it down below for you or up in the cards somewhere. But I wanted to do some faux shelves in here. So that's what we're going to be tackling. But first things first is we have to clear everything out of the closet. And then we have to struggle to get these shelves out. Eventually, I do want to replace them with actual wood shelves, but it's just not in the budget right now. So I decided to try a very budget-friendly project to help make this hall closet just look a little bit more fancy, appealing, and give it a little bit of an upgrade.
I know we've been through a lot, holding hands while screaming at each other. And I don't know how to start, but I still love you like I do.
Once the shelves were out, it was time for me to paint. And this is an absolute pain to paint because it is such a small space. So I did cut all of the edges, and it is not perfect, guys. I have to tell you, I rolled the rest, and then you're going to see I tried to paint the baseboards, and you can not fit your shoulders in. You can't even fit your whole upper body in. You kind of have to contort yourself laying down in the hallway and put half of your body in. And yes, there's paint in my hair. Every time I paint, I get paint in my hair. It doesn't matter if I'm painting a giant room. I always manage to get paint in my hair. But this space is just so small, so I'm just trying to do what I can and just kind of upgrade it a little bit. But painting a very small hall closet, not the easiest of tasks, I have to say.
It breaks my heart, no text, no calls from you. It's like you could shape this up, but you're not that tough with me. So run away with me, come home with me tonight, run away with me.
I also decided to take the door off and paint it with a semi-gloss paint. We use flat all through the house, but I do notice on the white doors that they're kind of hard to clean. The walls aren't, but for some reason the doors are just a pain, and well, they were never really painted that great in the first place. This one was already white whenever we moved in, and they did a bang-up job, let me tell you. So I'm going to be sanding and painting this door, which started an entire project in the upstairs. I have now painted every single door in our upstairs and all of the trim that surrounds it because this door looked so great. And the rest of them then looked terribly dingy. But we're starting here in the beginning of this video, just getting the door painted.
It'd be worth the time, run away with me. I made you feel alright, run away with me. And I'll be good this time around. I'll be good this time. I'll be good this time. I'll be good.
Once the inside of the closet was dry, it was time for me to put the shelves back in, which was also not an easy task. You will see me struggling. There's my paint again. So much paint in my hair, I tell you. And then I'm going to be putting in the kind of faux shelf covers that I made, and I am going to be showing you how to make this. Now, one suggestion I will say when you're making this is measure each shelf. I did not. I measured one or two, and I went with the measurements for that. But as I kept going, I was noticing that I was having to cut a lot off and do some adjustments. So if your house is not built perfect, no house probably is, measure each shelf and make the shelf covers to fit each individual shelf. And you will notice in the final reveal of this hall closet, I did get better as I went along. You can kind of see the first two that I did look a little bit wonky, and then I kind of got better at the process. This shelf was not fitting in very well, so I did use some poster putty just to kind of help it stay a little bit on the front.
Don't say we're drifting apart.
To make the shelf covers, I just used some poster board from Dollar Tree and some contact paper from Dollar Tree. If I can find the contact paper online for you to buy in bulk from Dollar Tree, I will. We are Dollar Tree affiliates, so check that link if I can find it down below. But this was pretty easy. There is, however, definitely a learning curve to this. And poster board doesn't cut perfectly, which I wasn't worried about because I was covering it with like the wood look contact paper anyway. So I will just let you sit back and kind of watch what I am doing. If I decide to do this on my pantry at some point, I will make a more detailed section of the video when I do the pantry makeover. But I have not decided if I'm going to try this shelving or do like actual wood. Again, wood really isn't in the budget, but I am afraid with the pantry that this poster board was just not going to hold up. So we will see how it holds up in the hall closet first.
I'm not that type with you. So run away with me. Come home with me tonight. Run away with me. It'd be worth the time. Run away with me. I'll make you feel alright. Run away with me. And I'll be good this time around.
Finally, all my shelves were done, and I did get 3 new towels. Our towels are so bad. Like, you look at that shelf right there, you can see that was one of my first ones I did. That's so great. It gets better as it goes on. But I did just grab a couple of towels for the kiddos. We actually use like bath sheets, and the kiddos use bath towels. And there we have it. It looks really awesome. You can definitely tell some shelves are better than others, and off camera I did like make some labels and things, but I think it looks so much better, and I'm excited one day to put actual wood shelving in here because I really love the look of it. Like I said already, doing that project got me super motivated to tackle some other things. So this is me tackling the baseboards and the trim and stuff in the hallway. Now, I don't always use painter's tape, but I do find myself getting a little bit wonky as I get a little bit tired. So I decided to use painter's tape on the top. And then I tried to go along the bottom and not get it on the carpet. At some point off camera, I cut up like a frozen box that we had from something that one of the kids ate for lunch, and I used that to actually wedge it underneath the baseboard since it was very, very thin, so I didn't get any paint on the carpet.
City lights are making me wanna be something else than I'm meant to. Spending time reminiscing of what it used to be, not letting go when I want to. Wishing I'd be all alone. I got these demons by my side, flying on the chemicals. Guess I'm not the lucky type. Trust me, you don't.
Our hallway is very dark. It's always been very dark, so doing all of this trim in the doors really brightened up the hallway. Like, I don't know if you're going to be seeing it on camera. At the end of the video, I am going to show you a little clip, but it definitely brightened up the hall. We also got a light fixture that I actually found at a garage sale that will be going up in a future video sometime this summer, which I'm hoping will brighten up the hallway even more because it's a bit more of like an open light fixture than kind of like the boob lamp that we have up there now. So one easy way to brighten up your space is just with some paint. It really, really helps, and it's pretty cost effective. Now, granted, the price of paint has gone up incredibly since I painted last year. I noticed when I went shopping, I was like, you gotta be kidding me. But it is a somewhat cheap way to really brighten up and change your space.
Wanna know how it's night after night, night after night, oh, searching after miracles. Oh yeah, night after night, night after night, night after
Promise not to judge me. Yes, I have a paintbrush in my hair. As a teacher, I actually walk around with a pen in my hair all the time. And then I get in the car and realize I have probably like 30 pens in my car because I forget about them all the time. So I did forget about this one actually later in the day. I felt my bun and I was like, what is that? Oh, it's the paintbrush. I thought I was going to need it. I didn't use it. So I am jumping around and I'm really just trying to get things done that I have been meaning to do and kind of putting off. There's really no rhyme or reason. It was just kind of like, oh yes, I definitely need to tackle some decluttering in this room and kind of get it straightened up. I was going to put some different tables in this room, but decided not to use them, which is really the main reason I went in here. But while I was already in our mudroom, why not go ahead and declutter and wipe everything down and get the space clean? This is the first thing that you really see when you walk in from our garage. So every time we come home or we come in from the garage, this is the first space that we see. And it was definitely getting dusty and dingy and a little bit crowded. The camera did not quite pick up how disgusting this table actually was. I don't know if you can see in the corner, but this thing was so dusty. I always forget to clean in here because, I mean, it's just like a mudroom. I don't really think about it, but like it had definitely seen better moments. So I am glad that I stepped in here and got this done and cleaned this up a little bit and gave it a bit of a refresh.
That I'm used to spending time reminiscing of what it used to be. Not letting go.
While I was down here, my mind said, go ahead and magic eraser the door. The door gets really, really gross. And yes, that was a sign that said, like, I have an attitude. Please shut me all the way, because our door actually does have an attitude. And it doesn't shut all the way unless you, like, slam it or you pull it closed. So I decided to take that sign from the inside out, but it is still on the outside of the door that's facing the garage because, well, it doesn't shut. And then it lets all the air and the bugs in and all that stuff. But this door was absolutely gross. Our door gets really, really filthy because we do a lot of projects in the garage. We're coming in, we're touching the back of the door where our hands are gross, and it definitely gets really nasty. So I had to brighten that up. And while I had the magic eraser out, our stairs also get really disgusting. If you have kids, let me know. If you have a staircase or a banister or a railing, does it get as filthy as ours? Because ours is like black. Like there's like black and gray stuff from everyone's hands, and it looks good from far away, but then when you walk past it, you're like, that is absolutely atrocious. So I went ahead and tackled this while I had the magic eraser already in hand.
Trust me, you don't wanna know how it's night after night, night after night, oh, searching after miracles, oh yeah.
one space that always makes me feel better to get clean is the kitchen because it's the heart of the home. We pass through here like all of the time. It's connecting to like two of the big main spaces. So it definitely helps me feel better to get this tackled. And to be honest, it's been a long time since I've cleaned the kitchen. It's been a long time since I've done any cleaning, really. The end of the school year was very, very stressful. And I just did not have the time or energy to be cleaning at the end of the school year. So now that summer break has started, I really just have so much that I want to get tackled. So I'm not going to be like scrubbing the baseboards or anything in here today, but I did want to freshen things up a bit because it was definitely looking very dingy, including my coffee bar. And let me tell you, I tried a magic eraser. I'm going to try the soft scrub, the barkeeper's friend here in a minute. And I just have coffee stains on this. And I definitely need to repaint this. The problem is, I don't remember what paint I used on this. This was when we first moved in. I found this piece of furniture. I got a garage sale or something. When we first moved into this house 5 years ago. I have no idea what kind of paint I used on this. I don't remember. So I am afraid to paint the top and, fix the coffee stains because I'm afraid it's going to be a different color than the rest of the furniture when I go out and buy just some random white paint. So I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to remedy that situation. But for now, we're just getting the kitchen clean and ready to be used.
I can do this all night. You can call it what you want. I got something else in mind. Oh, if it's you I've been waiting for, I better make it worth my time. So don't you pay them any mind. Close your eyes, follow the sound. Keep it calm.
As I was going along cleaning, I actually caught myself wondering why I don't use magic erasers more. Now, I get the off-brand ones from Dollar Tree, but they're really effective on all different kinds of surfaces. As you saw, I was using it on the wall. I use it on the counters, using it on the sink. I don't know why I don't use them more. Maybe because they're wasteful, because they get all crumpled up. I'm not sure, but I think I might be using them more in my cleaning routine. Depending on how I'm feeling, because I actually really enjoyed using the magic eraser in the kitchen for most of my cleaning.
Where I can see you so clear. All we got is here and now. So give it all.
This was the final door that I had to paint in our upstairs. I did all the rest of them off camera because, well, it's hard work, guys, because I took all of the doors off. I finally decided to stop going down to the garage, though, because that's like 2 staircases and turns and twists, and it was just too much for me. So I actually just put a box in one of the rooms that doesn't get used very often. It's just my room, lots of open space in the middle. There's no bed or anything in there. And I started painting in there because it was just getting too much to carry all these doors downstairs. I think I did, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 doors upstairs, including the bathroom doors. So I was over it. But this was the last door that I had to paint. So you're going to kind of see the process that I went through with the rest of the doors. And I got to tell you, it really, really brightened up this hallway. I'm going to show you in a bit. Also, sorry about my voice. Allergies or something is getting me right now. And I am just like losing my voice. It's in and out. It's crackling. I don't really understand it, but If I sound really kind of groggy and gargly in this video, I'm sorry. But yeah, something is getting me. I don't know if it's from the fires that are happening in Canada or what. That's what I've been told. I don't know. But allergies or something is really, really trying to take me out right now.
Don't you pay them any mind? Close your eyes, follow the sound. Keep it coming through the night. We don't need to slow down. Take it off, give you what you need. If you stay with me, I love you in the dark. So shine on, don't lose your spark. Show me what you got. Let your colors burn. So take it off, give you what you need. If you stay with me, I love you in the dark. So shine on, don't lose your spark. Show me what you got. Let your colors burn. Let your colors burn now. Let your colors burn now. I love you in the dark.
We've been on and off again and again. I don't know which way we're going, no control. You push me, then you pull me back in. Don't know if I can decipher how your mind works. Yeah, you leave me wondering what it's like to feel your skin. I will keep on trying till you give me a sign. Give me a sign. Oh, give me
I don't
a
know if
sign.
it's truly coming through on camera, but our hallway feels so much brighter just by painting all of the doors and the trim. I also spray painted the hinges black. The doorknobs were already black, but the hinges were not, and it just looks so much better when the doors are open. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Check out the video and the playlist on the screen. And as always, smash that subscribe button so you can become part of our YouTube family. We have more cleaning and home projects coming up, and you do not want to miss it. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye!